and it doesn't throw him off too bad here. Hey Ashley, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Gotcha.
Hey man, didn't get to talk to you after the race, but congratulations on your third place finish there. What are your predictions for here?
It's gonna be fun. I feel like this is a fun racetrack. I actually like this racetrack because even when it's tacky, it still feels like it's slick. So it kind of fits my driving style because I don't like being hard on the gas all the time. But that 358 race versus the big blocks was fun. You got into an incident there. Um, after the leaders got together and it actually helped the setup. Actually, I was actually able to rotate through the center better, and it was actually helped me in the long run. I want to thank Brian for racing me clean there. That was fun racing with him.
Yeah, that was a heck of a finish, man. You guys crossing over the whole time. That was one heck of a battle. Hopefully, you can put on another good show here in a few minutes.
Even so, the 305s aren't my strong suit because I'm not as smooth on the wheel as most of these guys. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens.
All right, man. Good luck to you. Looks like you're about to get started, so good luck, and maybe we'll talk to you after the race.
Sounds good, man. Thank you. Great content with the broadcast, by the way.
Oh, thank you, sir. All right, that was Ashley Ellison Jr. As you heard, he finished third, and the end of that race, the 358s and the big blocks, that was crazy with him and Brian constantly crossing over there on the last couple of laps. So we'll see what kind of craziness they have for us this time around. Heat number one, getting ready to go green flag racing as they line up. Let's see who we're going to get in heat number one. As we said, the track will start off fresh, so looks like we're going to get the 159 of Nick Franks out there alongside the 111 of Ben Flanagan. Got Patrick Coluccio back there. You got Tom Land in the 91. You got the 74 of Ryan Nesbitt. And there's Ashley Ellison Jr. back there in the 33. And let us not forget the 23 of Blake Mosley. See if Blake can pull off a clean sweep here tonight. As we mentioned, they will be doing a dual feature tonight in the 305s. That'll be something a little bit different. They did that once or twice last season when they had the bigger fields, but it'll be the first time this season. We'll see how that works out and if they move forward with that. Remember, this is only the second week of the season. Next week, we'll start updating the points every week as the season goes along, keep you apprised of where everybody is. But right now, we're just going to keep you apprised of where these guys are on the track. The 111, 159 are going to lead them down. Nick Franks out front, and green flag is in the air. Ben Flanagan has a heck of a run to the outside. Fresh track, the 74 down to the inside. Looked like Nick just struggling coming up off the turn and got into the 23. Didn't seem to bother the 23 much. He is already up to the front. The 74 and the 99 up there battling. 99 gets into 74 just a little bit. 74 falls back, and Patrick continues charging towards the front. He's going to have to get around the 23 now, though. Blake Mosley right in front of him, and Ben Flanagan is just checked out. And right there is the 33. There's that young man we just talked to, Ashley Ellison, up to fourth place now, starting to work his way towards the front as well. I'd imagine Ashley was very humble in his interview, but from the looks of it, he is going to let his driving do the talking. He has been super fast all night tonight. The 23 up to second now. That is Blake Mosley, and he is starting to run down Ben Flanagan. Meanwhile, after the early incident, as we reach the halfway point, Nick Franks has fallen back to seventh. We'll see if he can make a comeback. Ben Flanagan currently leading the pack, but the 23 of Blake Mosley is right there. And Patrick Coluccio right there behind them, ready to pounce. If they make a mistake, which they almost did, both of them managed to keep it straight, but the 23 and the 111 tap on the back straightaway. Here comes Patrick Coluccio to the outside, and here comes the 33 to the inside. .33 falls back just a little bit. Patrick Coluccio right there ready to pounce on second place. 2 laps to go, coming around to 1 to go. One lap to go in heat number 1. The front 5 are practically nose to tail because here comes the 74 Ryan Nesbitt. Tom Land is back about 5 seconds. Oh, here we go. Pass for the lead on the last lap. 23 can't quite get there. And it'll be Ben Flanagan winning heat number 1, Blake Mosley second, Patrick Coluccio third, Ashley Ellison fourth, Ryan Nesbitt, Tom Land, and Nick Frank round out the field. Heat number 2. Looks like we are going to have some exciting racing in the 305s. Definitely we are in this heat because, lo and behold, there is Thanos. Gerald Thanos Poole in the 25. We've got the 40 of Derek Nearhood out here. We've got the 22 of Chris Standridge out here. We've got DJ Kenner in the 32 out here. We've got Doug Tyre Norton out here. We've got the 999 of Brett Carroll on the pole. And we've got the 114 of Leo back there. With Brett Carroll on the pole, will anybody have a chance here? We're used to seeing Brett come from the back. But Chris Standridge, always a top competitor and their fearless leader, right back there in the second row. We'll see if he can do something with these guys. He spent the weekend at his local dirt track racing his real-life dirt car right up until the drive shaft broke. Said he has terrible luck during testing. Fortunately, he is not testing here tonight. He is going full send. Pace truck is in. Brett Carroll will lead him down into turn 1. Green flag is in the air. There goes Brett Carroll. He gets a good jump. Looks like the 114 of Leo gets a really good jump up to the high side. Leo jumps to the lead through turns 1 and 2, and he is gone. He's shot like a bullet out of a gun. He is just checking out. Meanwhile, back here, these guys are having to battle. 52 of Doug Tyre Norton there to the outside. He's going to bring Chris Standridge by. Brett Carroll going backwards a little bit. He's back to 4th now, and he's about to have to contend with the 40 of Derek Nearhood. 22 of Chris Standridge up to the high side. He is looking for a way around Doug Norton. Oh, looked like the 22 just had a little struggle there coming off turn 2. He has got it wound up, pushing it for everything he's got right on the edge. Brett Carroll in the 999, he is running that low line, trying to come back. Derek Nearhood up to the high side, trying to send it through the corner. There goes Derek to the outside. Derek's going to move up into 4th place, I do believe. Yes, he is. Brett Carroll finally moving up to the high side as Doug Norton starts to look to the low side, looking for a way around. Oh, it's getting really tight up at the front. As here comes the 22 of Chris Standridge for the lead. He is to the outside of Leo coming out of turn 2. He's got the high side in turns 3 and 4. Leo has to check up just a little bit not to get into him. Leo might lose another position. He lost a lot of momentum there. Oh, the 52 of Doug Norton, just several cars collected there. Caution is out. Looked like the 52 just drifted up a little bit. Didn't know that the 40 was there, and they are on their sides. See if we can take another angle at this. Since we saw it happening live, let's see if we can see another angle. There's a 52. He said the 114 was struggling through 3 and 4, lost a lot of momentum. They just collected each other, got up into the wall, and that brings us under the first caution of this session. And that puts a couple of cars down onto pit road now. Looks like we've got DJ Kenner, Gerald Poole, and Doug Norton, and Leo also. I did not see where DJ Kenner got caught in that, but it looks like he is on pit road as well. He might have came in right there at the last second and clipped somebody. That leaves us with 3 cars on track. Chris Standridge managed to get to the lead. He's got Derek Nearhood right behind him, and Brett Carroll there as well in third. Green flag is in the air. Chris gets a good jump on this start. Derek Nearhood back in the 40. Doesn't get quite the run he needs. 3 laps to go. Derek's going to try and run him back down. Brett Carroll is falling off the pace just a little bit. A little odd to see Brett not up there battling with these leaders. Coming down to 1 lap to go in heat number 2. And Derek Nearhood is right there. White flag is in the air. Here comes Derek. Gerald Poole coming back up off pit road, trying to pick up one more position. Derek Nearhood has the low line. Chris has the high line, but it is going to be Chris Standridge winning heat number 2, followed by Derek Nearhood. Brett Carroll and Gerald Poole comes in 4th place. All right, on to heat number 3. Looks like we're going to have that Jared Heasley guy out there, Jim Johnson. Brian Mansfield in the 95. Looks like Skylar Massey in the 96. The 44 of Michael Whiting, and the 333 of Corey Goodall. That Jim Johnson will lead them around this time. Be interesting to see how having raced with a couple of these guys, especially having raced with Jared Heasley in these 305s, I know how quick he is. Be interesting to see if he can get to the front here, because those 2 cars at the front are always contenders in these 305s, and of course Corey Goodall in the 333, always one of the toughest competitors out here. Pace truck drops off. Green flag is in the air, and James Johnson leads him down into turn 1. Michael Whiting trying to get a run to the outside. Corey Goodall right there at the back bumper. Looked like the 333 got slowed down, got too low. He's in just about bumps the 2 car of Jared Heasley. Jared's starting to move up as well. He's going to have his hands full trying to get around Corey, though. Meanwhile, up front, the leaders are still side by side, scoring just updates every time they come around. Who's in the lead? James Johnson currently has it at the line, but Michael Whiting is right there. And of course, don't count out Skylar Massey. One of the last races of the last season, we saw Skylar come from the back more than once to the front. So we'll see. He might be able to do it here again in this heat. Oh, little wiggle there in turn 2. Didn't get the bite up off the turn that he needed. And Corey Goodall is now looking for 3rd. He is on the march. Meanwhile, Jim Johnson has opened up a lead. He is starting to run away from Michael Whiting. He's got about a half a second at the halfway point. Michael Whiting has opened up a little bit of a lead as well over Skylar Massey. And Skylar is getting passed right now by Corey Goodall in the 333 down there to the inside. They are side by side coming off turn 2. But Skylar Massey is going to secure that position, or is he? Here comes Corey Goodall secured the position, but it looked like Skylar was about to come back around him down to the inside. Skylar is sending it down in there hard. James Johnson way out front now. Michael Whiting in front of these 2. Corey Goodall just trying to run them down, get back up into position to win this thing. On the last lap, though, Does not look like they're going to be able to close the gap, but will Skylar Massey be able to send it in there and pick up the position? James Johnson is going to win. Michael Whiting comes home second. Corey Goodall third. Skylar Massey fourth. Jared Heasley fifth. And Brian Mansfield comes home sixth. On to the consolation feature. All right, looks like we're going to have the 159 of Nick Frank there in the back. We've got the 2 of Jared Heasley out there, the 52 of Doug Norton, the 74 of Ryan Nesbitt. Tom Land is out there. Leo in the 114 up there on the front row. We'll see if he can make up some ground after that. He had a great start and just fell back very quickly. The 95 of Brian Mansfield is back there. Tom Land in the middle of the field. And DJ Kenner way back there at the back as well. And it looks like the 74 of Ryan Nesbitt is going to lead him down. He'll have Leo there in the 114 on the outside. Remember, each session they reset this track to a 0 state. Makes it a little bit easier on these guys, but as it slicks off, the guys that practiced on the slicked off track, they're going to be the ones with the advantage. Pace truck is in, and the 74 is going to lead him down. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Nesbitt gets a little bit of a jump on him. Leo to the outside. Looks like he might be drifting backwards just a little bit. He manages to hold his position. Here comes, looks like Tom Land on the outside. Jared Heasley to the inside. Jared's going to slip back a position and open the door. Brian Mansfield back there in the 95 coming to the outside. There's Brian. He is way up high. Coming out of turn 4, trying to grab any position he can at this point. Jared Heasley trying to fight back down there to the inside. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt's already opening up a lead of over half a second. Leo currently running in second. 91 of Tom Land in third. And we've got a battle for fourth between Brian Mansfield on the outside, Jared Heasley to the inside, and they've got the 32 of DJ Kenner right behind him. Jared Heasley has some problems off of turn 4. That's going to give the 32. Oh, the 2 and the 32 touch going through the corner. Looks like DJ Kenner recovered. The 2 car recovered. They are going to continue under green. Meanwhile, Ryan Nesbitt has continued to open up the lead. Leo is holding on to second. He's got a hard-charging Tom Land right behind him. Tom has Brian Mansfield right on his back bumper, though. He's about to have his hands full with that 95 car. And as this track slicks off, you see 2 distinct lanes. You've got guys running down right by the wall and guys way up high. And that high line seems to be the way to go, at least at the minute. They're carrying a lot of momentum. Looks like the 114 might even be moving up. Now he is running that slider line through 3 and 4. We'll see if he does the same thing in 1 and 2. Now he's running a mid line through 1 and 2, but running that slider line in 3 and 4. Ryan Nesbitt has opened up over a 2-second lead in the battle now is 2nd through 4th. You got the 114 of Leo right there, the 91 of Tom Land right behind him, and the 95 of Brian Mansfield. '95 of Brian Mansfield running way higher than anybody else. We've seen him way up high in 3 and 4 all night so far. Just continuing to try and get as much speed as he can, but He is not closing the gap on Tom Land. However, Tom Land is going to catch up to Leo this time by. He gets to the inside. Leo got a little wobbly coming off of turn 4. And that gives Tom Land the advantage. He is going for second place right now. Leo manages to recover using a little bit higher line there, but Tom Land definitely has the advantage. Looks like Leo is just fighting that car right now, trying to keep it going straight. Tom Land right up there by the wall. He definitely has the control, and they get past Leo. Looks like Leo's about to have to compete with the 95. 95 seems to make quick work of Leo. Now he is up to third. Tom Land is in second, but Ryan Nesbitt now 4.4 seconds ahead. 9 laps to go. The one thing Ryan Nesbitt does not want right now is a caution. And let's ride around the track with Tom Land. As they come out of turn 4, down on the front straightaway, past the start-finish line. Going down through 3 and 4, you can see the track has really slicked off a lot as Tom is trying to find any grip and any speed he can get, Brian is trying to find any speed he can to get around Tom Land. But with the track slicking off, as we mentioned, there's really 2 lanes, right on the bottom and right on the top. Caution is out, and that is not what Ryan Nesbitt wanted to see. And it looks like the 114, that is Leo, is the one having the problem right now. Looked like he had been struggling with the handling for a few laps and just got too high into 1 and 2 and ended up on his side. That brings us under our first caution of this session. Or of this feature, I should say. And that's going to bring the pack back together on this slicked off track. 74 of Ryan Nesbitt still up front. Tom Land in second. Brian Mansfield third. Doug Tyre Norton, he's up there in fourth, hanging strong. Jared Heasley in fifth. And Nick Frank back there in sixth. They'll get to close back up. They'll restart with about 5 laps to go. And they'll restart all bunched back up. So Ryan Nesbitt, dominant car so far tonight. Will he get any kind of challenge from the 91 of Tom Land? Does not look like Tom is closing up a whole lot here. They've spaced themselves out a bit. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Nesbitt gets a good run down into turn 1, and it is all up to Tom Land now to see if he can get to him. 52 of Doug Norton running that low line, trying to take third place, and here comes Jared Heasley to the outside, trying to take fourth from him. Right behind him, Nick Franks is trying to run the field down. And Doug Norton struggles through 1 and 2. That's going to advance Jared Heasley up to fourth place. Meanwhile, the 74 has just checked out again. 3 laps to go. Tom Land has nothing for him. He's going to... But we do have a battle here. For third place is Jared Heasley running down the low line, trying to find any grip he can, any speed he can to get up there and get around Brian Mansfield. And Doug Norton on the high side looks like he might reclaim that position from Jared. Jared drifts back up to the high side. Doug Norton looking to the low side. Doug Norton to the inside through turn 3 and 4 on the last lap. Who's it going to be? It'll be Heasley at the line. That's going to give Ryan Nesbitt the win. Tom Land second, Brian Mansfield third, Jared Heasley fourth, Doug Norton fifth, and Nick Frank sixth. As we move into the warm-up session. Don't forget to stick around after this feature. We will immediately switch over and go watch the Enduro race at the Chili Bowl in the Pro 4 lights on the Chili Bowl. As many as 20 cars will be there, and yeah, that's going to be exciting. All right, currently fastest on the track is the 33 of Ashley Ellison. Patrick Coluccio second fastest. The 39 James Johnson's third. Chris Standridge is fourth fastest. Ryan Nesbitt back fifth fastest. Michael Whiting, Tom Land. It's going to be Michael Whiting, Corey Goodall, Brett Carroll, Tom Land, Doug Norton, Gerald Poole, Skylar Massey, Ben Flanagan, and Brian Mansfield are the fastest cars on track right now. And it looks like we have a few cars that did not advance into the A main. That would be Nick Frank, Leo, Jared Heasley, and I believe Derek Nearhood. We'll have to wait and see once they line up. Hopefully all these guys made it, but we will see what happens. Yeah, they did. Okay, my mistake. All right, qualifying order, starting order. Ben Flanagan, Chris Standridge on the front row. James Johnson and Blake Mosley second. Derek Nearhood, Michael Whiting are the fifth and sixth. Seventh and eighth is Patrick Coluccio and Brett Carroll. Corey Goodall is ninth. Ashley Ellison is 10th. Gerald Poole is 11th. Skylar Massey 12th. Ryan Nesbitt 13th. 14th is Tom Land. 15th is Brian Mansfield. 16th is Jared Heasley. And Doug Norton rounds out the field at number 17. So it looks like the 159 of Nick Franks and Leo did not make the field tonight. Congratulations, Nick. Sometimes that's a win in and of itself. Not wrecking or getting caught in a wreck. I've had a few races where I cheered that I just made it to the end. Alright. Pace truck's about to duck off. And we will go 35 laps of green flag racing. Ben Flanagan leading him down into turn one. Ben Flanagan does not get a good start, but Chris Standridge does in the 22 to the outside. Looked like the 39 of James Johnson was struggling there for a minute on the bottom. The 40 of Derek Nearhood starting to charge forward, as well as the 44 of Michael Whiting. Meanwhile, up front, Chris Standridge has taken the lead and starting to check out just a little bit. Ben Flanagan currently running in second. And we've got quite a battle going on mid-pack, especially back here with the 33 car. Ashley Ellison in the 33 started in 10th. He is up to 8th. He was way fast in the practice sessions. We'll see if he can make his way up to the front here. Chris Standridge continues to open up a lead, almost a half a second over Ben Flanagan right now. And back up front with Ben Flanagan, they are bunched back up, and it looks like Ben has ran down the 22 car. But they've got the 23 of Blake Mosley right there behind him. Any moment now, any one of these guys could take that top spot. Here comes the 39 to the inside, looking for third place. Can't quite get there yet. .39 continuing to stay in fourth. He had started in third, drifted back just one spot, but he is making his way forward. Meanwhile, the 33 has now moved up into seventh. He is currently right behind Michael Whiting. Corey Goodall right behind them as well. Chris Standridge in the 22. That car is on a mission. Him and Ben Flanagan. Ben Flanagan's about to end that mission. The 111 gets way sideways coming through 1 and 2, trying to reclaim the top spot there. Can't quite get it done. That gives the 22 a bit of an advantage coming down the front straightaway. He opens up a bit more of a gap. 111, Ben Flanagan will have to work his way back up there. Meanwhile, the 39, James Johnson, he is looking to the inside for third place again on the 23 car. Almost clears him in turn 2. Now looking to the drift out. Oh, almost collide. We almost had a wreck there. 39 and 23 almost get together. Coming off turn 4, they both managed to save it and keep going forward. The 39 just cannot get a good enough run to take that position yet. And they collide coming off turn 4 this time. 39 and James Johnson is definitely sending it into the corner. Chris Standridge has opened up his lead to almost a second over Ben Flanagan, but the battle right now is for third place. 39 of James Johnson there on the inside. The 23, Blake Mosley on the outside, and neither one of them is giving an inch. They are both sending it in there full send. Oh, the 40 of Derek Nearhood collides with the 39 and the 33. Caution is out. All right, let's take a look at this from a different angle. Looks like the 30 of the 40 gets in there deeper. The 39 just got way slowed up. They collected the 33. Everybody manages to straighten it out and keep going, but that is our first caution in the feature. Quick look, does not look like anybody is going to pit road at the moment. So no significant damage. About almost halfway through the race. Still have 17 cars on track on the lead lap. You got Chris Standridge in the lead, Ben Flanagan second, Blake Mosley third, James Johnson is fourth, fifth place is Derek Nearhood. Then you got Ashley Ellison now up to sixth, Michael Whiting seventh, Corey Goodall eighth, Brett Carroll ninth, and Skylar Massey is in 10th. All right, pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. And it is getting very thick. The 111 and the 22 almost get together again. 40 of Derek Nearhood still looking for a way around. Let's ride with Derek for a lap and see what he is seeing here. Definitely getting bound up down there on the inside as the track slicks off. He just has nowhere to carry that momentum. And let's hop back mid-pack into Jared Heasley's car. In the 2 car, he is back in 13th, and you can see what he has to negotiate through as he goes to the inside of, I believe that was the 33 car. Yes, it is the 33 of Ashley Ellison up in the wall in turns 1 and 2. 15 laps to go. Ashley Ellison looked like he was going to come to the front, but there at the last minute, in the last couple laps, he has gone backwards quite a bit. Looks like Ashley Ellison is going to pit road. 22, Chris Standridge way out in front now. He's got about 7/10 of a second on the 111 of Ben Flanagan. The 23 currently holding on to third. James Johnson in the 39. You saw him involved in that last caution. He is now back in fourth. And Corey Goodall in the 333. He is charging forward, as well as Ryan Nesbitt in the 74. These two guys are starting to make their way forward. 74 down to the inside, looking to get around James Johnson. That's for fourth and fifth spot. Ryan Nesbitt definitely has a little bit of an advantage here as he goes into turns 3 and 4. Slides up coming out of 4. Looks like he is going to take fourth place now. Will he be able, 10 laps, will he be able to close back up to Blake Mosley and Ben Flanagan? Is hard to say. As they battle side by side, it might give him a little bit of an advantage. The 23 is way high. Ben Flanagan moves back up into second place. And then the 23 comes back by, and then the 111 goes back by. And then the 23 to the inside. He's going to try and drift back up and take the spot from the 111. And here comes Ben Flanagan again to the inside. Through 1 and 2, Ben Flanagan is faster. Through 3 and 4, the 23 of Blake Mosley's faster. 7 laps to go. Chris Standridge has got to be looking in the mirror, loving this. Oh, they get together finally. Caution, we should see a caution. The 111 is in the wall upside down. Everybody should make it by. No, the 2 of Jared Heasley gets into him and sends him up to the outside wall. We knew something had to give there. They were side by side all the way around, constantly swapping positions. Ben Flanagan and the 23 of Blake Mosley just ran out of room. As the track slicks off, that was getting harder and harder. Both of them putting on one heck of a show, but and I'll tell you one person who did not want to see this caution, that was Chris Standridge. He was continuing to open up his lead there. And now he's got to restart with the 74. It looks like Ryan Nesbitt managed to collect second place on that start. So now it's going to be Chris Standridge, Ryan Nesbitt, Corey Goodall, Michael Whiting, James Johnson, Patrick Coluccio, Gerald Poole, and Jared Heasley. And we saw Jared Heasley get into the car. He has lost his front wing. From experience, I can tell you, you can drive this track with no front wing. Pace truck is in. Chris Standridge is going to lead him down, but he is going to have a hard-charging 74 car right behind him as they get 5 laps to go. Here comes Ryan Nesbitt. Tries to drift up. The 22 was there. He couldn't get the position. As they come out of turn 4, 4 laps to go. Ryan Nesbitt still right there with Chris. But Chris gets a heck of a run off the turn right now. Behind him, Corey Goodall has Michael Whiting on his back bumper. And here comes the 74. He gets a huge run coming out of turn 4. The 22 is right there to the outside. They've got the lap car, Ben Flanagan, right in front of him. Ben Flanagan goes way up high to try and stay out of the way. The 22 is down low. They're coming down to 2 laps to go. Ben Flanagan still competing there on the outside. But the 74, Ryan Nesbitt, is starting to run away with it. The 22 is just trying to hold on to second now. Corey Goodall is right there behind him. 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air. Ryan Nesbitt way out in front. Now the 22 is looking like he's gonna come home second. Corey Goodall has third, about wrapped up. The 40 of Derek Nearhood slow on the top side, but it's not gonna matter. What a finish. Ryan Nesbitt comes home first. Chris Standridge second. Corey Goodall third. Michael Whiting 4th, James Johnson 5th, Patrick Coluccio 6th, Gerald Thanos Poole 7th, Skylar Massey 8th, 9th is Tom Land, 10 is Doug Tyre Norton. As they begin the standard Outcast celebration techniques. There we go. You got him on his side. Nope, you got him back on his wheels, guys. You got to fix that. 22. The 22 couldn't hit the broadside of a barn tonight. That's going to be a bit rough for him in the Enduro here in a minute. Oh, now we've got him upside down. And he found a glitch in the matrix because his wing was in the dirt. In the asphalt. Okay, the 22 finally got somebody. All right. Let's see if we can talk to Chris Standridge real quick. Hey, Chris, this is Doug in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Hey, Doug.
Well, that was not the way you wanted that race to end, but that was definitely some exciting battles right there at the end.
Hang on just a second, sorry.
Yep.
All right, I'm sorry, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, no, it's, yeah, unfortunate.
Still, second place finish. You can't complain too much about that. That's definitely helpful this early in the season with the points.
Yeah, that'll help.
Well, congratulations on a second place finish. Now you can go take out your frustrations in an Enduro car.
All right.
All right. And we have the winner of tonight's event, Ryan Nesbitt. And congratulations, Ryan. That was a heck of a finish.
Thanks, Doug.
You guys had quite a battle on that last restart. It was quite a battle for you to get up there to the front, and then once you were there, you kind of checked out for a bit.
Yeah, it was tough starting in the back, having to come through the B main. It was definitely tough on this track. I mean, these guys, they're good. They're not somebody you can just run through the pack on. I got stalled up at about 10th place and had a good fortune with the cautions and stuff like that. But I got to give it up to Chris, man. He battled it out right to the end. I just got lucky.
Well, and I don't know if it was luck or skill because you were coming the whole time, the whole race. That was a heck of a finish, bud.
Thanks, Doug. I'd like to thank Chris for putting everything on, and thank you for the broadcast. Everything's great.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can talk to Corey Goodall. Comes home third. Hey, Corey, this is Doug in the booth. You got me? Yeah, hey, Corey, this is Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug.
Hey, man. Congratulations on a hard-fought third place, man.
Thanks. I was kind of surprised I was up there at the end.
Well, you definitely came through. Just about everything happened right in front of you tonight.
It seemed like every time I came around the corner, there's some new surprise waiting for me.
That is definitely one description of that race. Well, you definitely made your way up. You started ninth and managed to pull off a third place finish. That's definitely great, especially this early in the season.
It was a lot of fun. I don't know about this track. I'm not usually a fan of it, but I'm running well tonight here.
Well, congratulations. Now you can go wreck some guys in a Pro 4 truck or a Pro 2 truck.
All's good. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. And it looks like we have been joined by Thanos. Hey, Gerald, you got me? He snapped his microphone out, apparently. Yep, it looks like we lost Thanos, but we might get a chance to talk to... Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Gerald, you there? Looks like he might be having some microphone difficulty.
Hello.
Hey, Gerald.
Yeah, I forgot about I had set up push to talk for the team stuff here coming Wednesday.
10-4. That makes sense and probably a good plan considering what you guys have to look forward to Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a backwards double header full of. We'll wait and see what happens.
This is definitely true, and you had a bit of a rough night tonight as well, but managed to pull off a top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a, middle of the road sort of guy with these. So, I'd set out this season, in the 305s here to, try to get up into the top 5. So, for me, it's, make the A main and do as well as you can in the feature.
Well, you definitely did a great job getting to the A main and not a bad finish.
It contributes to, like I said, I'm aiming to, finish in the top 5 in points this season. So, we'll keep doing that. And I've been on a pretty good run here the last week or so, as far as racing goes. So we'll just try to keep our chin up and keep alert and see what we can do.
All right, sounds good. Well, get ready to go wreck a Pro 2 truck.
Oh yeah, we'll go indulge in some get rid of some frustration.
I think there's a bit of it tonight. Could probably be gotten rid of.
Sounds good, man. You have a good one.
All right, thanks, sir. All right, that was Gerald Thanos Pool, and like we mentioned, stick around. We'll be back in just a minute. We'll have some Pro 2 lights doing an enduro race at the Chili Bowl. Yeah, This is going to be insane. You are not going to want to miss these guys wrecking each other trying to get to the end. We'll be back with you in just a second.